What weather computers discovered this morning will impact 150 million Americans over the next 5 days, and you deserve to know these details first. Two separate storm systems are converging in ways we haven't witnessed since the historic weather pattern of January 1978, nearly 47 years ago. This represents far more than typical winter weather. We're tracking a complete atmospheric reorganization affecting the entire eastern two-thirds of America. Starting right now, a significant ice storm is already developing across the Midwest, creating challenging conditions from Minneapolis to Milwaukee. But here's what makes this particularly noteworthy. This initial system is setting the stage for something remarkable happening this week. Before I share what mainstream weather sources are missing, drop your location below and tell me, what's your primary winter weather concern this season? I personally respond to every location request with detailed insights. But first, help me understand, how do rapid weather changes typically affect your area? Here's what's developing behind the scenes that most commercial weather services haven't fully explained to the public. A massive surge of spring-like warmth is positioning to clash with persistent Arctic air, creating ideal conditions for multiple significant weather events. This collision will produce everything from substantial ice accumulation to severe thunderstorms across nearly half the continent within 72 hours. As I speak, freezing rain is actively falling from Minneapolis through Wausau and just west of Milwaukee, creating very slippery travel conditions. Wisconsin friends, you're experiencing this ice development right now. How are current road conditions where you are? Please share your observations below. Central and southern Michigan are simultaneously dealing with a concerning wintry mix this morning that continues through midday, creating hazardous driving. Tonight, this weather system advances into the northeast, where snow and freezing rain will affect parts of New York and central New England. Boston, Massachusetts, and southern Maine residents should prepare for light to moderate snow and ice overnight, extending into tomorrow morning. New England residents, what winter weather preparations have proven most valuable over the years? Please share your most effective strategies. Now here's where this becomes particularly interesting. Two additional weather systems are organizing that will reshape the entire continental pattern. The Pacific Northwest will experience substantial snow across the Rockies and throughout Oregon and Washington as another major system approaches. Meanwhile, a developing system near Southern California will eventually merge with Pacific moisture to create a much more significant weather threat. Here's where this story takes a fascinating turn that has experienced meteorologists across the country paying very close attention. These storm systems will cross the Rockies and organize into a substantial weather maker affecting areas from the Great Plains to the Atlantic coast. By Thursday morning, we'll have a rapidly strengthening low-pressure system developing across Kansas, Colorado, and northern Texas regions. What makes this particularly noteworthy is that severe weather will begin Wednesday night across north-central Texas and western Oklahoma. Texas residents, what's your approach to severe weather preparedness when elevated thunderstorms develop with large hail and damaging wind potential? Share your methods. Thursday becomes significantly more active as this storm system continues strengthening, producing widespread heavy rain across the Midwest and Mississippi Valley. The mid-Mississippi River Valley faces a legitimate severe weather threat with damaging winds and isolated tornadoes becoming possible. St. Louis, southern Illinois, western Kentucky near Mayfield, and even Clarksville, Tennessee could experience notable severe weather Thursday afternoon. Midwest residents, what methods do you typically use to stay informed when severe weather develops rapidly in your area? Please share your preferred sources. Thursday night and early Friday morning, substantial shower and thunderstorm activity continues across the Ohio Valley with ongoing severe potential. Most severe weather risk diminishes after midnight, but considerable rain and thunderstorms may create sleep disruptions through Friday morning. Here's what will genuinely surprise you about Friday morning. Truly remarkable warm temperatures will surge across the Ohio Valley. Many areas will wake up to temperatures in the low 60s, which represents the most significant January warm spell in over 15 years. Snow becomes completely impossible Friday across the Ohio Valley, but the atmospheric pattern takes another notable turn. Friday afternoon brings additional storm development across the southern plains with another considerable severe weather threat emerging. The Storm Prediction Center has already issued a slight risk of severe weather across the lower Mississippi Valley for Friday afternoon. Southern states residents, what tornado preparedness measures work best when storms develop with substantial wind shear? Please share your safety approaches. If this storm organizes efficiently, we could face a legitimate tornado threat accompanied by damaging winds and large hail across multiple states. Friday night into Saturday morning, shower and thunderstorm activity continues across the southeast, with possible winter weather developing elsewhere. A modest winter storm could develop across parts of the Appalachian Mountains, while severe weather continues further south and east. Now here's what makes this weather pattern genuinely remarkable. The temperature contrast we're monitoring are setting records for January. We're documenting temperature differences of 30 to 35 degrees above average in some locations, while others simultaneously deal with ice and snow. Dallas and Fort Worth could experience record-challenging high temperatures, while areas just hundreds of miles north face significant winter weather. Texas friends, how do these extreme temperature variations affect your daily planning during winter months? Please share your experiences. Thursday into Friday, areas near Chicago, throughout Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, and Tennessee will be 25 to 35 degrees above typical January values. Friday morning brings widespread temperatures in the upper 50s and low to mid-60s across Indiana, Ohio, and Kentucky. Truly extraordinary. This level of warmth extending this far north in January represents one of the most significant weather anomalies in recent decades. Midwest friends, what's the warmest January temperature you can recall experiencing in your specific area? Please share those memorable warm winter days. Cleveland and Detroit will reach approximately 55 degrees. Columbus approaches 61. Cincinnati touches 62, with Nashville around 65 degrees Friday. Even Washington, D.C. approaches 65 degrees Friday afternoon, making this one of the most noteworthy January warm spells in modern records. Here's what makes Friday's severe weather threat particularly challenging from a forecasting perspective. It has both high potential and high uncertainty. We could experience a significant severe weather event, or conditions could remain relatively manageable depending on precise storm development timing. The European forecast model indicates a concentrated area of atmospheric instability from Kentucky into the mid to lower Mississippi River Valley. Weather enthusiast, which forecast models do you find most reliable during complex weather situations like this? Please share your preferred resources. Areas near Rolling Fork, Mississippi and eastern Louisiana should monitor conditions closely during Friday afternoon and evening periods. The low-level jet will strengthen considerably Friday, creating enhanced wind shear conditions that could support rotating supercell development. Localized areas of stronger wind shear across the lower Mississippi Valley could generate several tornadoes during Friday afternoon hours. Veering winds will be present as elevation increases in the atmosphere, creating optimal environmental conditions for storm rotation. Experienced weather watchers, what atmospheric indicators do you monitor when assessing tornado development potential? Please share your knowledge. We'll monitor this situation very carefully Friday for any trends toward increased severe weather development across the affected regions. Make sure you're subscribed, because I may provide live severe weather updates as these storm systems develop over the upcoming days. The combination of severe thunderstorms and potential winter weather makes this week particularly complex from both forecasting and preparation perspectives. Here's another remarkable aspect of this pattern: the substantial heat wave building across the United States through midweek. Wednesday afternoon, temperatures will reach as much as 30 degrees above average across extensive areas of the central United States. Thursday morning becomes exceptionally warm for most areas east of the Rocky Mountains, establishing ideal conditions for severe weather potential. Energy industry professionals, how do these dramatic temperature fluctuations affect your operations and planning? Please share your sector's challenges. Saturday and Sunday bring relief as cooler air returns behind the departing low-pressure system, helping temperatures return toward seasonal norms. Looking ahead, Arctic air could arrive around mid-January as extended-range models continue suggesting significant pattern changes. The second half of January should be considerably colder than what we've experienced so far this month across most regions. Winter weather enthusiast, what represents your ideal January weather pattern? Consistent cold and snow or occasional mild breaks? Please tell me your preference. I anticipate several Arctic air masses during the second half of January, along with probably multiple significant winter storm opportunities. This represents something to anticipate if you enjoy winter weather following this unusual warm spell we're currently experiencing. Thursday afternoon, areas as far north as Chicago will approach 45 to 50 degrees, with 50s across most of central and southern Illinois. Friday morning becomes much more impressive, with Cleveland and Detroit around 55 degrees. Truly remarkable for mid-January conditions. Agricultural professionals, how do these temperature extremes affect your winter operations and seasonal planning? Please share your farming insights. Friday afternoon, temperatures won't increase significantly because of persistent rainfall, but the morning warmth will challenge long-standing records. Even areas near Washington, D.C. will experience temperatures around 65 degrees, which is genuinely unprecedented for this calendar period. This represents one of the most significant January heat waves in comprehensive meteorological records for numerous locations. Transportation industry professionals, how do you adjust operations when weather patterns become this variable? Please share your adaptation strategies. The contrast between ice storms in northern areas and record heat just hours later exemplifies the extraordinary nature of this weather pattern. Emergency management teams should prepare for multiple simultaneous weather hazards across different geographic regions throughout this period. School districts across the impact zones should review weather policies, as both winter weather and severe storms remain realistic possibilities. Parents and educators, what approach works best when schools face multiple weather threats? Early dismissal or full weather closure? Please tell me below. Power companies should position crews strategically, as both ice accumulation and severe weather could create significant outage potential. Retail professionals, how do extreme weather events affect customer patterns and your business operations? Please share your weather-related experiences. Transportation systems will face challenges from both ice-covered roads early in the week and potential severe weather toward the weekend. Commercial truckers, what strategies work best for navigating rapidly changing weather conditions across multiple states? Please share your professional expertise. Aviation operations could experience notable impacts from both winter weather early in the week and thunderstorm activity by Friday. Frequent travelers, how do you prepare when forecasts indicate multiple weather hazards throughout the week? Please share your travel wisdom. This weather pattern demonstrates why professional meteorological guidance becomes particularly valuable during complex atmospheric situations. Social media weather speculation and amateur forecasting can create unnecessary confusion when multiple weather threats are developing simultaneously. The complexity of this situation illustrates why meteorology requires extensive education and experience to interpret accurately. Weather enthusiast, which aspects of meteorology interest you most? Storm development processes, temperature patterns, or long-range forecasting? Please tell me. Professional expertise becomes essential when multiple weather hazards overlap and computer models show varying solutions for complex interactions. This week we'll thoroughly test our understanding of winter weather forecasting as multiple extreme events develop simultaneously. Now, here's the most important question I want answered. What specific weather conditions would you like me to emphasize for your location? Drop your exact city and state below, then tell me whether you're most concerned about ice, severe weather, or temperature extremes. The location receiving the most requests in today's comments earns a detailed 15-minute analysis in tomorrow's comprehensive regional update. I personally respond to every location request with customized forecast designed specifically for your regional weather characteristics and concerns. This developing weather pattern encompasses everything complex about winter forecasting when multiple atmospheric systems interact simultaneously. From ice storms to severe weather to record heat, this week showcases the complete spectrum of weather phenomena we study. Here's another community question. Do you prefer detailed technical weather explanations or simplified summaries. Please help me tailor future content. The upcoming several days will prove crucial for determining how these patterns evolve and interact across the continental United States. Please subscribe and activate notifications now. Missing updates during this complex and rapidly evolving pattern could affect your planning. Share this comprehensive forecast with anyone needing to prepare for multiple weather hazards developing across different regions this week. Our comment community serves as headquarters where weather enthusiasts connect to share real-time observations and practical experiences. I carefully read every comment and incorporate your valuable feedback to improve forecast and focus on the regions most important to you. Final question for today. What weather phenomenon would you like me to explain in greater detail in upcoming videos? Please let me know your interests. Professional meteorological analysis combined with clear communication enables informed decision-making during complex weather periods. Weather patterns like this demonstrate why winter forecasting remains one of meteorology's most challenging and intellectually rewarding aspects. From atmospheric science perspectives, this week showcases multiple weather phenomena interacting in remarkably sophisticated ways. Please stay engaged throughout the week because rapid changes in these patterns could significantly impact safety and travel planning. The combination of scientific accuracy and practical application makes weather forecasting both intellectually challenging and personally rewarding. Remember to check back regularly because weather patterns this complex can evolve rapidly and require ongoing professional assessment. From our entire weather team, thank you for being part of this fascinating journey as we track these remarkable atmospheric developments together. One final time. Drop your exact location and tell me what aspect of this week's weather concerns you most for your specific area. I'm here to provide personalized guidance for your particular situation. Don't miss tomorrow's detailed regional breakdown analysis. Stay alert, stay prepared, and remember that understanding weather patterns helps you make better decisions during complex atmospheric situations. We'll continue monitoring every development and providing you with the most accurate and timely weather information available.